Hey everyone, this is Job, and today we're gonna do a little bit of a plan slash journal with me. This is gonna be, I guess, kind of a weekly spread in my. I don't really know what notebook this is. It's kind of like a catch-all because I'm using it as, I guess, a journal. But I like the idea of somewhat turning this into a bullet journal. As you can tell, I am obsessed with bullet journaling, and I'm really liking this notebook. Actually, this is the MD paper notebook, and the paper quality is amazing. It's just like writing in a regular Midori insert, but there is a lot more room, and I think that's why I'm liking it. As you can see, I'm just drawing these boxes, and these little boxes are going to represent each day of the week since we are creating a weekly spread. I thought about using this notebook as a bullet journal, but there's not enough pages. The cool thing about this notebook, I've actually talked about this quite a bit actually on my channel, but it has monthly calendars at the front, so I don't have to make those, which is nice. But it's lined and it's not dot grid, and there's just not enough pages. There are a lot of factors that make me not want to use this as a personal bullet journal or a bullet journaling system for my, I guess, YouTube, Instagram, Job's journal stuff. I don't know. I think part of why I was gone for so long, I didn't get to talk about it in my last video, was that I just felt really disorganized. And you know when you kind of spiral into something and you haven't posted for a really long time, and it kind of exacerbates itself, you kind of just lose motivation to just do anything. Because it was, I think, a good 3 months that I was gone. And if you look at this channel, there's been a lot of absences, and you guys have all been really understanding, but I think a large part of it is just me not being organized, which is so ironic because I have tons of planners, but I don't have anything like for Job's journal. I don't really explicitly plan to film each week. I kind of film when I have time, but surprise, there's always gonna be a reason to not film just because things come up and you're busy, and honestly you can make time for things that you like, and that was a mistake on my part. But as you can see, I'm sampling all these pink hues with my different markers because I wanted to do a watermelon theme. So I have these boxes for the different days of the week, but I wanted to keep it black and white. So I use my white Uniball signal to fill in the little labels for the days of the week. And I was going to use my Uniball, I know it's a Posca paint marker. I have those because I did some chalkboard work for a friend a few months ago actually. But it wasn't working, or I know a lot of people rave about those Uniball, gosh, those Posca paint markers, but maybe I just need to shake it a little bit more because it wasn't coming on very opaque. And then I used my mild liner, my gray one, which I have been using like crazy. I think I might have to repurchase one soon, but I added these, I guess, random lines around it. And then since this week that we are about to finish, when you're watching this, it's the week that just passed, we transitioned from July to August, so I thought I would put in a cool little monthly calendar for some of the I guess on the left hand side for August, and then on the right hand side, no, flip it around. So on the left hand side I want to put the July calendar, and then on the right hand side I want to put the August calendar. And since I'm doing a lot of these blackout things in my journal, I thought I would fill in some of the squares that I made for the journaling parts for the different days of the week with my, what is this pen? Oh, this is the brush tip with the Pit Artist pens, and I really like these pens, but I wish they weren't as gray. I mean, they're pretty black, but compared to the Pigma Micron inks, the ink it comes across as gray, at least for the brush pen, and that's why I've been using that because I kind of just want to finish it and then repurchase the Pigma brush pen, which is what I've been using to fill in a lot of dark spaces when I'm doing stuff with white text. But since I'm running out of that ink, I thought I would switch over to the Pit Artist pen to finish up that ink because it, as I've said earlier, it's not as opaque. And as you can see, I'm really liking this. Is very bullet journal-y, this journal spread. I've been watching a lot of bullet journaling videos up till now. Even though I set up my work bullet journal in my last video, I am still going strong with the bullet journal, and I kind of want to do a personal bullet journal, but someone needs to talk me off of that ledge, because I know that once the school year starts and I go back to school, both for work and for my master's, it's gonna be hard to maintain a work bullet journal and then my personal bullet journal. But yeah, someone in the comments tell me not to do that, because anyone who teaches knows that a lot of creative things go out the window when you start the school year again. But as you can see, I wrote or created the July monthly calendar on the left-hand side of the spread, and I'm really liking how this looks. But I ended up making this journal spread panda themed, because I've been drawing and painting a lot of pandas, and I don't know, a lot of people in real life say that I'm kind of like a panda. I just eat and sleep. Which is true, and I think they are my spirit animal, so I thought I would make this panda theme. And I'm not one to make things cutesy, like that's not really my thing. Like I like things that look really graphic and or vintage inspired, but I don't know, this was just too hard to pass up. And this is totally, I think maybe because I use a monochrome like look, it doesn't look as cutesy and kawaii, but that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Change is good sometimes. But yeah, it's panda themed, and I just put all these pandas in different parts of the spread where it needed it. I use this Tombow marker for some of them. It's a gray Tombow brush pen, but it has like this kind of olivey hue, and I thought it would be the next best alternative to using the mild liners, because I didn't want to, I guess, have such a flat image for all of the pandas. I wanted some variation. But yeah, I used my mild liner for a few of the pandas, and then I filled in some of the eyes using just that same Pigma. Nope, that's not Pigma, that's a Pit Artist pen. And then I added these little dash marks to kind of like symbolize fur, I guess. And then these squiggly marks, which is very... I don't know. I just wanted to add some different like whimsical elements to it. So then I added these blobs as well on the sides. And then I think that I was trying to go for like that panda eye look, but then it ended up becoming these blobs, which I've been really liking. If you haven't seen a lot of my social media, I actually kind of rebranded everything Job's Journal. Like I redid my logo. I chose new colors. If you're an OG Job's Journal like blog reader, I haven't updated my blog in a really long time, but you know that my colors were like baby pink and baby blue, but I have switched over to a different theme. So you'll probably see that in different social medias, like on Instagram, Etsy, on YouTube. I changed my channel art if you check out my channel. But wait, why was I talking about that? But yeah, I've been using a lot of those blobs in my rebranding. I'm doing air quotes right now, but you can't see that. And then I added the different days of the week. So on Monday, I used I think it's the Blue Barrel Fudenosuke pen. I forget what it's called. I think it's the hard nib Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. And then I brush lettered 29th, and then I did all the brush lettering for the boxes that had like no black fill in the inside. And then I made a mistake. So on the Saturday portion of the spread, I put that it was Saturday the 2nd, but that's actually the 3rd. So I had this, I think this is a tag from a Uniqlo shirt that was a collaboration with Engineer Garments. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I really like that collaboration because Engineer Garments is like a Japanese based brand. I really like their clothing. If you're a guy and you like that Japanese aesthetic, go check them out. But their clothing is so expensive, so I really can't afford that look. So when they collaborated with Uniqlo, I was happy that there was something in my price range. But I kept the tag because I thought it looked cool, and it's really monochrome since I do tend to dress pretty monochrome most of the time. I do like pops of color now, but this spread is actually a really big throwback because I only used to wear black and white, and those were my two colors. To complete the spread, I just used my white Uniball Signo to fill in the days of the week for the boxes that I filled in with my black marker. And this spread is very straightforward. It is not my most interesting looking spread, I would say, in terms of my weekly spreads, but I like this because it has a lot of room for writing, and I didn't use any washi tape. Isn't that ridiculous? For someone who loves washi tape and has tons of it, I didn't use any washi tape. I didn't use any stamps. So if you want to do something very minimal and you only have minimal supplies, I hope this gives you some ideas. I mean, not everyone's gonna love the panda theme, but you can substitute that with any other animal, and you can do raccoon theme. Raccoons are cute. But yeah, I really like this. It's simple and it's a little bit of a break from what I've been doing lately in my traveler's notebook, which is very collagey and has lots of elements and layers, and this is a lot more flat. I do have some collage elements like using that tag, but that's pretty much it. And I hope you really like this video, and I hope you got some ideas from it. I will see you all next week. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.